For a free consultation and details, 866-780-8539. All righty, everybody. Welcome back. You're listening to The Quick Fix here on Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place for positive change. I'm Bradley Quick, and in just a minute I'll be on your screen. I'm Bradley Quick, and we're right here right now to help you gain the upper hand in becoming all that you want to be. This segment is brought to you by my buddies at GapZip.com. They ask, how do you think? They say, how you think is more important than what you think. It's one of the chief reasons why many of you get stuck when you try to take the next step in your career or personal relationships. I'm going to be joined by the two dynamic guys all the time, every Tuesday at 4 p.m., every second and fourth Tuesday at 7 p.m. on GapZip.com. All you do is go there, sign up. They'll teach you how to think. You see, they'll teach you how to think. So go learn a new way to think. Go to GapZip.com, GAPZIP.com. All right. For those of you just joining us on Cool Change Radio, Facebook, or BradleyQuick.com, welcome. You can listen to this show again and to hundreds of hours of other self-discovery content anytime you want by simply going to BradleyQuick.com. There you can also sign up for our weekly radio show email reminder, where once a week you'll receive the most recent interviews in the comfort of your own home or office, and then you can listen at your convenience. And make sure not to miss your favorite authors, experts, or personalities. You can also podcast any of our shows, or just listen to us anytime from anywhere at www.BradleyQuick.com. BradleyQuick.com. I'm loving it. All right, our guest today is Alycia Schlesinger, who holds a master's in spiritual psychology and is trained as a master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming and transformational coaching. She believes her experience with applying these healing modalities to her own life is her greatest asset in helping others to realize their own unlimited potential. Young lady, welcome back.
Thank you, Bradley.
So you're going to tell us the surprise. There's a hidden surprise for us all, right?
There is a hidden surprise. I say it's God's little paradox that, we have this society where we're somewhat conditioned to think we have to work so hard for everything. We have to struggle for everything.
Not that working hard isn't bad, but
not bad. But I think that there is going with the flow and going against the flow. And I think the surprising little paradox is...
That's the whole key, going with the flow or going against the flow.
Right. And when you are in alignment with your Entelechy or your heartfelt dreams, it's actually that thing that you love. So it's like it's got a turbo boost on the back of it, because you love it. And that energy helps move you forward. There's such a difference between pushing against the tide and really going with the flow of your own energy field.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's what I found.
You speak about this on your nextgreatestspeaker.com, don't you?
I don't speak specifically about this, but I do tell my story. I am involved in this competition where there's 60.
You've already won. I thought you already won. What's up with that?
I'm in the process.
In the process of
I'm
winning.
in the process of sharing my message.
Taking the goal, and that's www.nextgreatestspeaker.com. Search for number 32.
That's correct.
Number
That's my
32
profile.
is your profile.
That's right.
So we all have that, and most people are resistant to it because they want to stay in their homeostasis, right?
I think it's a natural mechanism. It's like we all were born with an ego, and that ego is designed to keep us safe and keep us secure. It's the reason that we're able to survive while we're going through life. So whenever we step into something that expands the experience, it gets a little scary. The ego gets a little shaky. We were talking earlier, and I thought it was so funny, Bradley. It's like all the alarm systems go off, and it's like DEFCON 5, danger, danger. Right. It's like something goes off.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Right, but it's just, from my experience, it's just seeing the fear, acknowledging the fear, but making the commitment to self to keep moving through it, one step at a time. And, the reason this became so important to me is because, I shared before when I was on here, my mom passed away last year. Yeah. And, she was my best friend. She was the person that at this point I loved the most on the planet. And
that had to be tough.
It was tough, and it was very tough. I mean,
grief is
it is. I think what was challenging for me is here's this person that I love more than anything, and she had lung cancer. So I was her caregiver. I was with her while she was going through her transition, and like the question I was always, how do I walk this person that I love all the way through to the end? Like, I need to stay here and be solid for her. And what I got to see, the gift in that experience was I got to see what really mattered when it's the last few days of someone's life, what really matters. And
what did matter to her?
It certainly wasn't money or cars or jobs or any of that.
It wasn't ex-boyfriends or nothing.
No, it was the people that she loved the most. Do they know that I love them. My mom was sober in Alcoholics Anonymous. I've shared that quite often. 2 weeks before she died, we almost lost her. She went unconscious, and they revived her and brought her back.
And she said, "What did you do that for?"
Actually, she came out of it, and the first thing she did was she made amends to me and my brother and my sister and my brother-in-law, and she was just like, she so walked the talk. Wow. And that was the other thing is 4 days before she passed, her room was filled with people that she had helped in Alcoholics Anonymous get sober. And I just got to see what mattered to her was, do the people I know that I love them?
Right.
Did I make a difference? Is my business complete? And when I saw that, I was like, wow, I really want to help people feel that way when it gets to be their turn.
Do you think your mother had found her Entelechy?
I do. I don't think she was aware of it. That's the thing.
And she wasn't aware of it in that content.
During her life, I don't believe she was aware of it. But it's like me and my brother and sister, like, she lived her Entelechy. She was an amazing mother. She was, I don't have a memory since she was sober of her letting me down. Like, she excelled at being a mom. She was a mom. It was a full-time thing. And when she wasn't being a mom, she was being a mentor to new alcoholics. She especially was endeared to newcomers. Wow. And that was what her thing was. And she served her purpose, she really did. And, that's another part I feel like of my calling. People don't always know they're doing their purpose a lot of the times. And if they could just realize that and step into it, there's such a lack of fulfillment. I think so much of the pain that people are in on the planet is not feeling fulfilled, not living their fullest life. And sometimes they really are. It's just a matter of understanding that they're doing. And then there's other times where there's another step that needs to be taken.
Well, where does acceptance fall into that? We're just accepting what is.
Right.
And then still reaching for the gold, going for the brass ring. But where's the acceptance come into it?
Right.
When I know that I'm not fulfilled now, or I don't feel that I'm fulfilled, this may or may not be my purpose, but it's better to accept that, isn't it?
It's funny. You made me think, absolutely. I mean, you have to accept what is in this moment before you can see where the next step lies. It's not, to me, it's not, when you're aligning with your Entelechy, like I was talking about earlier, it's really aligning with the flow of your own energy field, which means there's no panic, there's no rush. You don't have to jump and do anything.
Right.
Acceptance to me is being present with what is and listening inside for, what's my next step? What's the thing that lights me up? What's the one step that I can take? So I agree with you. You make me think of my morning practice, my favorite thing I was going to leave people with. If I could leave people with something, so much of what our external world is, it's just the outpicturing of what's in our unconscious mind. And
say that one more time.
Our external world,
what
we see in our physical reality every day is really so much of the outpicturing of what's in our unconscious mind.
Right. What our true programming is, what our true perception is based on self-preservation, etc.
Right. Whatever's gone outpictures outward, which gives us both an opportunity to heal and an opportunity to shift it if we don't like so much what we see.
Right.
And
or just become passive to it and just hang out in it, right?
You can. It's like
not always that comfortable, but
right. I mean, what I was thinking of when you asked me that is I do a morning practice where I get my favorite music, like music that we were talking about music earlier, but music that lights me up. Music that everybody's got a song or music that like really revs them up, gets the light going. I have a CD for that, and what I do is I go on a walk. And I first move into acceptance. I move into what am I grateful for now in this moment? And then, because your unconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what you feel, right? Then I move into what I would like to step into. What's my heart calling? And I express gratitude for it, as if it's happening now. And they've talked about it forever. They launched that on The Secret. There's so many people that have talked about it, but actually doing it, 40 days of doing it, totally different world. Totally different world. I have found that doors start flying open. I don't have to figure out what I need to do next. There are doors that just start opening.
Yeah, you just got to be willing to slow down and look and keep your eyes open and be ready to step off the curb.
Yeah, and be aware of that. But that programming of the unconscious mind with the music and putting my focus on what I want. The way that I look at programming from childhood, it's the stuff that we were trying to run from. So if we don't take conscious responsibility for shifting our own direction in the direction of what we do want to experience, then we're just laying dormant to what's in our unconscious to create our reality.
It's just another day. Oh, I hope
That's
this
right.
day's going to be like the last one. Yeah.
It's Groundhog's Day, right? It's Groundhog's Day.
That's funny.
But we have it in our power to shift it.
You're so funny. So what is it that some of the steps that people can take to find their Entelechy?
Well, I think the first thing is for people to be open to finding it, There's
got to be a better way. Something's got to change here.
Well, and I think it's more like, what do I love? Just asking that question. What do I love? What do I go to parties and talk about?
Right.
What are the areas that I'm the most disciplined in? Like, one of the things...
Discipline just because you enjoy doing it.
Exactly. Yeah. Where do I show up on time everywhere?
Every time.
Where am I organized?
Where am I organized?
Because your behavior, my behavior, demonstrates what's important to me.
Right.
It doesn't matter what I think.
Right.
My behavior demonstrates what really is a priority for me. And what I find is that when people ask those kinds of questions, they can see, when I watch a movie, what lights me up?
I'm going to ask you some more of those type of questions when we come back.
That sounds good.
I'm so excited. She is so great. She's the best. She really is. She really, really is. All right, this segment has been brought to you by the guys at GapZip.com, GAPZIP.com. They say thoughts are things. Thoughts lead to actions, which lead to results. So if you're sick and tired of your results, take a look at your thinking. They're every second and fourth Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. Every second and fourth Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. You can catch them at GapZip.com. GapZip.com. This is Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement, a place to shape your vision of what's possible. I'm Bradley Quicken. Here we go.
There are self-help seminars costing thousands of dollars guaranteeing miraculous transformations. There are compelling speakers and life-changing weekend experiences where you can walk on fire. They all deliver revelations that guarantee you'll come back for the more expensive revelations filled with even greater wonder next month on Fiji. We get addicted to positive, heartfelt, expensive theater. What we really need is a jumpstart, an awakening, someone who can give us a reminder that everything we need lies within. Through inspiration and practical knowledge, Dorothy Donahue helps people get grounded and motivated, inspired and energized. It's not just words and affirmations and the power of intention. It's a mindset brought about by a tangible, transcendental experience, an audio-visual, physical, spiritual experience that helps us realize we transform ourselves. We get tools to become the conscious co-creators of lives of unlimited potential. Find out more. Go to DorothyDonahue.com. You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
I'm Melody Beattie, author of Codependent No More. 7 times more Americans have hepatitis C than AIDS. I'm one of them. If you're one of the millions of Americans with hepatitis C and your doctors are treating you with interferon, then you're clearly aware of how your life has been turned horribly upside down. Backed by huge pharmaceutical monies, the medical community swears there's only one dangerous, disabling way to battle this silent killer. It's not true. There are alternatives, and they work. Triumph Over Hepatitis C is a book written by best-selling author Lloyd Wright, who fully recovered from this frightening disease. Lloyd is helping others to take charge of their lives and fight for their body's freedom from this crippling illness. His program is working for me. Call the people at Hepatitis C Free now at 866-HEP-C-FREE. That's 866-HEP-C-FREE. Don't become another medical statistic. Find out the truth about hepatitis C and get your life back.
Get your copy of Triumph Over Hepatitis C at Barnes & Noble and at hepatitiscfree.com. Call 866-HEP-C-FREE.
Hey, welcome back. You're listening to Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to find your passion and purpose. I'm Bradley Quick, and we're right here right now to provide you with alternative solutions to the issues in your life. October 11th through the 15th, I'm going to be in Teotihuacan, Mexico. That's right. Fly into Mexico City. The air-conditioned van comes to get you, takes you to the elevation of 7,000 feet at the base of the Toltec Pyramids. I'll be staying with Lee McCormick at his place there called the Dreaming House. Huge compound, a wonderful place, very safe. We walk to the pyramids about a quarter mile down the road every day. You get to go through the 5 portals of your life, utilizing the energies of the pyramids. No joke. You study the Toltec wisdom, and you get to go to the different dimensions of life and of existence. It's an incredible experience. It's changed my life. This will be my 4th consecutive time back there. You can't stop me. It's incredible. Every time I go there, I have such an experience. It's beyond words. www.spiritrecovery.com. That's spiritrecovery.com. Click on the Journeys link. Now, Lee goes down there 3, 4, 5 times a year. He's got a place down there, as I said, called the Dreaming House. And then he goes to Machu Picchu. They do soul care journeys. It's definitely something you want to look into. Again, that's spiritrecovery.com. Spiritrecovery.com. Click on the Journeys link and come and join us on the pyramids. All right, she says the first part of the work of getting into alignment with our own inner calling is to follow our passion. Then once a person understands their calling and says yes to it, that agrees to participate in it, everything that has ever stood in the way of them achieving their heartfelt dreams usually comes up for healing. Joining us once again is Alycia Schlesinger. And were you laughing at your last name?
I was laughing at the way you said it.
Okay, give me a minute here, will you? She's an inspirational storyteller and empath with a master's in spiritual psychology. Welcome back. We'll just call you Alycia for short.
I love it. Thank you, Bradley. That's what people call me.
So tell me more. Tell us about now that we've. Is that just standing in the way? Is just wanting to do it? Being willing to accept who you are, really?
Well, no, I love what you just read. And that's really my favorite part of working with Entelechy for people, other than getting to see them shine in what they're here to do, because there's nothing close to seeing someone really light up because they're in their life's purpose. I mean, that's amazing in itself. But what I guess based on my own path, when I really got in 2004 that I wanted to be a speaker, everything that was in the way of that happening came up for healing.
Now, what do you mean by that exactly? All you had to go through all the moguls and the rough spots. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, all the inner programming.
Yeah.
All of the, I look at it like
garbage.
Yeah, all the garbage. It's like if you're going to build a new house, you're not going to leave a faulty foundation. You better not, or you're going to be in trouble, right? Right. It's like, I feel like that's the process that I went through. In my school, the place where I got my master's in spiritual psychology, they purposely have people in their second year call forward a heartfelt dream and pursue it, because it does bring up, when you go for something that you really do love, it does bring up everything inside of you that would have stood in the way of you going for what really matters to you.
You have to work through all those issues.
Right.
And in my experience, you have to work through the emotional attachment to those experiences, because it's those experiences that make you who you are today, make you so beneficial to the number of people that you're able to help, because you have the firsthand experience, but you no longer have the terrible emotional attachment to those experiences.
Right. And hopefully you've cleared the belief systems that are attached to them, because so often it's just, I was working with a client recently, and I do breakthrough sessions with people, which are 6 to 8 hours of working consecutively in one day with people. And what the session does is it's 12 processes that are designed to bring up everything that is in their unconscious. One of my favorite questions in the breakthrough is, how do you do the problem? Can you do the problem now? I love that question, because any problem that we see in physical reality is actually just an inner response. It's like we see something in our outer worlds, and we actually have a dialogue that goes on, usually unconsciously, and we have a predisposed response to that particular trigger. And it's not usually conscious. And it's the thing we do over and over.
Conditioned response.
That's right. That we're not aware of. And so I love it when I get to work with people. And it was so brilliant. One of my clients just said simply, I don't think I can do this. I'm like, right. As long as you think you can't do it, there's nobody that can help you do it. But what's beautiful about that kind of work and really releasing all of that is, all you have to do is become aware of the thing that's holding you back. And it really is somewhat magical. That awareness tends to just dissolve it. so that you can actually step forward where before you weren't able to. And that's why the work together of working with someone to bring forward their Entelechy, their heartfelt dreams, does bring up everything. And it's not usually holding them back in just one area. How you do anything is how you do everything.
Right.
So there's an opportunity to heal in multiple areas. And that's what's magical about working in Entelechy and working with heartfelt dreams and clearing those things that hold you back there, because they're likely holding you back in relationship, holding you back in other places, which, was my own personal experience. And the amount of freedom that comes on the other side from clearing that, just being able to show up for yourself and showing up for the things that matter, like we talked about. I had done the work when my mom was dying, so I was able to be there with her.
Was that the most rewarding part of your journey?
I think it is definitely one of them. To be able to be with her as she passed, where it was just me and her, my brother and sister, and rightfully so, I get it. They were really scared. I was scared too, but I was more scared not to be with her. So getting to be present with her, for that last breath, getting to say everything I wanted to say. I don't have any regrets in that relationship. I was there. She knew I loved her. That was a gift of doing the work.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It's the only thing to me that matters. Getting to be there with the people that we love. When push comes to shove, if the world was going to end tomorrow for anybody, if they knew their life was going to end, for me personally, I want to know that the people that I love know that they matter to me.
Right.
And I want to know that I mattered to them. I want to know that I gave everything that I could. And that I didn't give up on myself. So that's what drives me in doing this work with people, because I really have this personal deathbed thing where I think we can all be at peace in that place, but it starts now. How do I want to feel on the last day of my life? Could I just complete all those incompletes now so I could live that way now instead of waiting till then? Because I'll tell you, the one thing about my mom is she was beautiful. Like, her ego had fallen away, so she was just gorgeous.
She was authentic.
Completely. Like, she said what she thought.
Transparent.
Yeah, nothing to lose anymore.
Right. And
it was just beautiful to be around her. It was just beautiful, that light that was shining. And I think that's possible now. And that's what drives me. That's what I really want to help other people do,
That's fantastic. So you're www.nextgreatestspeaker.com. Your video's number 32.
Correct.
And you're
people can reach me there. It links directly to my Facebook page as well.
It's all about it's a contest for the next great speaker and author, right?
It is. Yeah, there are.
Tell us about your book. What's up with your book?
I'm working on the book. It's very much about the things that we're talking about right now, and just my personal journey, the things that I shared with you this time and on the last show, just about how when I was working towards my own Entelechy,
right,
just how it brought up everything. And a lot of what it brought up for me was this trauma, these traumatic feelings from my childhood, which left me suicidal for 2.5 years and not knowing what was wrong with me, and just what I went through and everything that I learned in going through that process. I had to connect deeply with myself and with God, basically, and everything I learned about what's important and what I can share to help people cut corners to get to a level of fulfillment that I'm finding now in my life as a result of having gone through those experiences.
Right, so they don't have to walk the path alone, or they don't have to build a new path.
Right.
They can follow you.
Right.
And the great thing about that is anybody listening has got to understand that you followed somebody.
Oh,
and they followed somebody.
Absolutely.
And so when they follow you, it's a path that's been well churned.
Absolutely.
It's well there. It's
absolutely
really good.
My teachers are incredible. I keep running into them lately. I saw 2 of them last night. And all the authors I've read, all the people that have gone before. I mean, I'm a huge proponent of learning. And it's important. And yes, I love that.
Higher education broadens the spectrum through which one perceives themselves, their role, their objectives, and those of others.
Absolutely.
It just opens your eyes, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the beauty about going through something like a big challenge like that. You really do have to exhaust your learning capabilities if you want to make it through something that's really challenging. And you end up expanding as a person in a way you would have never possibly known that you were able to expand.
You're so great. Schlesinger?
Alycia Schlesinger.
Schlesinger.
It's challenging, for sure.
Schlesinger. It's Schlesinger. Got that? Schlesinger.
That's it.
And her website's www.nextgreatestspeaker.com, nextgreatestspeaker.com. She is number 32.
Correct.
32, and you're going to win, right?
That's the plan.
You're already winning.
That's the
We
plan.
do me a favor.
Yes.
We come back here.
Sure, Bradley.
This is so much fun.
I had a great time. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
It was so fun.
What do you want to leave this on? You got 10 seconds. What would you like to leave the thought in some people's minds?
Whatever it is you're here to do, it's absolutely a possibility and you can do it. Do not give up on yourself. Really pay attention to what you love and set an intention and go for it. Go for it.
Set an intention and go for it.
Yeah.
Find your passion, find your purpose. What really excites you, what turns you on, what makes you happy, what fulfills your day. Go for that. Mm-hmm. Go for that. Oh, it'll never work. Don't listen to that voice.
Right.
I can't do that. No, don't listen to that voice either. Right? This has been fun, Alycia.
Thank you, Bradley, for
I'll
having
see you
me.
next time. I'll see you next time. Okay,
Okay.
we can see. I can sit here now for 2 more minutes and listen to me.
Great.
Stay put, everybody. You're in the right place. Cool Change Radio would like to welcome all our new talk shows, including Dates and Mates with Dear Mrs. D's Damona Hoffman, Love, Serve, Feed People, and Remember God with Michael Brian Baker. And do look for our other upcoming shows here on Cool Change Radio. We're coming right back with our buddy, Paul Medrano, former Mr. Universe, talking about your health, your fitness. Hey, this is Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement, here on your Solutions Radio Network. We'll be right back. Get quality goods for less from Bag City, serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Up to 70% below retail on everything. Coin purses, wallets, organizers, purses, briefcases, backpacks, travel and garment bags, and ladies' and men's leather jackets. All discounted, all up to 70% below retail. Bag City, the best for less? Bag City serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Contact Bag City at 818-990-1795. That's Bag City, quality goods for less money. Bag City, where 15% of all sales go to local charities. You can't beat that. You help local charities while getting quality goods at up to 70% below retail. Contact Bag City now at 818-990-1795. Contact Bag City today and get quality goods for less money. That's 818-990-1795. Shop Bag City to save. Shop Bag City for charity. Bag City, 818-990-1795.
You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
Today, experience The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change. Written by Bradley Quick, author, producer, motivational speaker, and host of the award-winning radio talk show, The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick on CoolChangeRadio.com. Bradley's passion for life is evident in his book, written so you can experience health, find your purpose, and have more effective relationships. Beating insurmountable odds, overcoming death, and being paralyzed, Bradley fought his way back so he could help you conquer your struggles. Experience increased health, vitality, passion, and purpose in your life right now with The Quick Fix, and read about Bradley's courage, ambition, and determination to live. Whether the issue is your thoughts, your physical body, or you just want to feel better and be happy, The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change, will change your life. For only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Take positive action now and receive a free guided meditation CD with your order. That's a $20 value free with your order today. Go to BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Take control and begin feeling better now. Get the book and free CD now at BradleyQuick.com.
All right, welcome back. Thank you all for joining us on Cool Change Radio, Facebook, and BradleyQuick.com. As you know, you can catch our live and video recorded shows on Cool Change Radio and over 700 hours of my best audio interviews, your favorite topics and personalities at BradleyQuick.com. That's right, BradleyQuick.com. This is Cool Change Radio. As you well know, we're broadcasting live from Freddie Siegel Studios. We're your home for self-improvement and a place for positive life enhancement. I want you to know we're being supported in large part by one of my favorite charities, the Cool Change Foundation. The foundation was created to help families, all the children in those families. They do that by providing positive transformational life enhancement methods and techniques to those children's caretakers, usually moms and dads, so they may overcome negative habits and become better role models and providers for the kids. As a direct result, the children's home and family life becomes more nurturing and loving. Always does. It's such a beautiful thing to help some kid. It's wonderful. But you too can help. The Cool Change Foundation helps the mom, dads, and kids in your community, and you can do that right now. Simply send your donation of love and support directly to the foundation at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. Once there, simply click on the Support Us link at the top of the page. You'll be helping us help the kids. Again, that's thecoolchangefoundation.org. Click on the Support Us link and help us today. Every penny counts. No donation's ever too small, and the children need your help. From all of us here at Cool Change Radio, we thank you for your support. Now, here's my buddy, Paul Medrano, in our Getting Fit with Mr. Universe segment. He knows a lot about a lot of stuff. He hasn't maintained his physique and his health for this long without knowing this stuff. So he's somebody good to listen to. Here we go. Paul Medrano.